Time for school, Jian. Time for school. Okay, this is your bag. Time for school. School time. Jian. No, that is not your water bottle. Your water bottle is inside. Okay. Come, let's go.
Hi all, how have you been? It's almost, I think, now 1 month gone in 2025, and hope the year is going good so far for each one of you. For us, new this year is that my toddler has started going to an activity hub. Now this activity hub is within our society premises, and that is the best part because we do not have to bother that we have to commute very far, or if there is any urgency it will take us a lot of time to reach. Now the initial few weeks, like I think 2 weeks, went by moderately okay. I think the first week I was there, my husband was there alternatively throughout, like 1 hour. It's like 45 minutes I think is what he goes for. And I think the second week it's a little humpy because sometimes I am there and then I sneakily leave out of the space, and then sometimes I am asked to leave immediately as we arrive. So yeah, there is some crying going on, and we hope that he will settle well. It's not a play school, it's not a daycare, it's just some activity hub which is run in a Montessori model. My toddler goes there for around 45 minutes to 1 hour because he's still very young, plus they have some snack time, which is the mid-morning snack time is what they are doing there for the kids who are going there. Very small group of 6, 7, 8 kids are going there, so of course the attention span of the caregiver is pretty much focused, I would say, and that's why we chose to give it a try. I'm not sure how the road will be in future on this journey of making him go to the activity hub, but right now of course we are not planning of sending him to play school before few more months, but to stick around with something which is in his comfort zone, and we are just like a call away, and in 3 minutes, I think 3 to 5 minutes, we will be just there. We're just some blocks away from where he is. And also, as it is 45 minutes, most of the time what I do is I just stay there and I hang around in the same building, and I just don't feel like leaving him right now because he's still sometimes he's like crying and he's settling in. So I am also getting used to leave him at a space which is safe, which is fine, which is something he has to get adapted to. But he will cry. That is how I think they will all settle in. Now, coming to the meals that is going to happen in the activity hub. Now they have asked to send some snacks, and snacking has been always messy for Tian, and my boy likes to indulge and experience all his fruits, vegetables that he eats. So for mid-time snacks, like mid-morning snacks primarily, I always give him eggs or vegetables, boiled or steamed, and sometimes fruits, but mostly it is wholesome food that I can provide him. That is what I provide him, because mornings are mostly on porridge kind of based food I give him. And now that is a little tricky because it creates a lot of mess. So I've thought of making some less messy kind of snack options, which is very common. I think all of us consume it, and a lot of toddlers must be already eating it, but I haven't tried it yet. That is makhana fry in a savory note, like not the sweet one, and some dry fruit laddus. I'm trying to like make it with dates only, with anjeer, and I think I'll add some apricots, walnuts, cashew, the basic ones, and almonds. Also, I intend to add some flax seeds or chia seeds. I'll see if it's like the binding will allow me to, then I'll add. If not, I'll just keep it simple as I'm starting with it. So I'm just going to show you 2 snacking options right now, which I will provide to my child for the coming week. Also, I give him banana, which is still not that messy, and it is always preferred that we give finger food so that they pick and eat. In a pan for the roasted makhanas, I'll add a spoonful of brown cow ghee. It has a nutty flavor and a grainy texture to it.
Once the ghee is hot, I'll add few curry leaves and let it crackle for few seconds. I'll then add a bowl full of makhana to it, good enough for me to last a month. I'll keep the flame low to medium. Once the makhanas start a little roasting, I will add few spices. I'm taking salt, black pepper, amchur powder and turmeric, all of this in moderation. Ensure the flame is low, otherwise the spices will get burnt. Once the makhanas are partially roasted, to enhance the flavor, I'll add a spoonful of butter. You can definitely skip it if you want to avoid. It will take a couple of more minutes and the makhanas will be roasted completely. Ensure to remove it in a flat plate and let it cool down in room temperature. Directly storing it in a jar will make it soggy and not crunchy. For the next snacking option, I'm making some dry fruit laddus. I've taken some walnut, almond, cashew, pistachio, fig, dates, and apricot. It's important to finely chop all the dry fruits and nuts here so that it combines well in the mixer. I've also taken some desiccated coconut, cardamom powder, and ghee. In a mixing bowl, I will first grind all the dry nuts separately and make it a fine powder, and I'll add the desiccated coconut and cardamom powder to it. Once all the dry nuts are mixed well, I will keep it aside and then grind the dates, apricot and fig. Then in a pan, I'll heat a spoonful of cow ghee and I'll bring together all the mixtures. First I will take the dry nut powder and let it roast for a while. I'll add the date, apricot and fig mix next, and I'll combine it together until it starts releasing some ghee or the fat or the butter of the nut. I'll remove it in a plate and let it cool down for a while before I start putting together the laddus. Here I am making very tiny balls so that it becomes easy for my child to just pop in. Also, I will be adding the laddus in his breakfast porridge, like the homemade Cerelac porridge or the ragi mix that he eats in the morning breakfast. I'll store all these laddus in a clean glass jar and will keep it away in a cool place. I think it will last me definitely almost a month here.
I'll do a taste test now for Tian to try. Let's see if he likes it. I think Tian likes it because it's sweet, but I'm not sure if he'll like the laddu. He's a slow eater, So I'll know in the due course of time. Toodle is more interested to try the laddu, right Toodle? Right? 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 Toodle wants to take a share of everything that Tian eats these days. I'm not sure why, but there are times where Toodle is even after Tian's parathas. You like the laddu? You did? You did? Toodle? 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 Where's your laddu? You liked it? Tian is also trying out the makhanas that I made. It's good for munching, and I think makhanas turned out better.
In the evening, we decided to visit a neighborhood expo. There were many shops, and one of them was a big wooden furniture shops. Lot of beautiful balcony furnitures were on display. Also, vintage looking clocks, lamp shades, telephones, and frames were available. It's definitely an abode for people who enjoy this furniture. I had my eye on this crockery shop. It had ample display of crockeries in beautiful colors and shapes and designs. There were plates, platter, pots, mugs, pans, and of course there were teapot sets for kids play, pretend play kind of teapot sets. The quality was definitely good and the prices were also negotiable. These all were microwave safe, so it was the best part. I picked up this yellow hand painted plates and bowls. From the Kashmiri handloom shop, I picked up this woven sari. It's a mix of hand and machine woven is what they claimed for, but I think it's primarily a machine woven sari. Very beautiful color, and I think white is something I am easily drawn towards, so I just could not resist. I styled this for one of the recent pujas in my home.
ये कौन सा है?
Modern toy shop in this expo brings back memories of toy shops in typical melas for 90s kid. I was trying to give Tian a slice of that experience here. At the snacks corner, we tried some pav bhaji and bhel puri, and they were delicious. Tian tried munching on some cucumber.
Cucumber time, Tian. Hello.
Before heading home, we stopped by this big baby shop, which we visit often, to pick up some cotton daily wear clothes for Tian. This is a one stop solution from infant to toddler. It has almost everything one can need, including breast pumps, feeding bottles, toys, school essentials, apparels, shoes. You name it, they have it. I think books, games, everything. This is one go to.
Tian, no. Tian, no. Come here.
Come here.
There was a time when I used to bring Tian where he was a baby in my lap, and how time flies now. He's picking up his own pencil box.
He's all ready. I can come pick my school bag and tiffin box and I can go. Come, let's go. Tian.
Next day morning, we all are decked up in yellow for a very important day in Bengalis, Vasant Panchami or Saraswati Puja.
Little Tiu. Doodle.
I have decked up Tian also in a little yellow Madhubani applique kurta and a kaka stitch dhoti. I got this from a designer boutique in Kolkata. First time, I think, when Tian wore this dhoti kurta, he was a baby
Come.
and barely could sit. And now he is managing his dhoti and walking also in it. It's a delight to see him this way.
Come, Tian. Come. Happy Saraswati Pujo. Tiane Saraswati Pujo. Today, you want to wear something yellow? To do. দাদা কি সুন্দর তুমি ধুতি পরেছো কি সুন্দর ভাবে তুমি হাঁটছো টিয়ার ইউ লাইক ইউর ধুতি কুর্তা
We are visiting Electronic City Convention Center to celebrate Saraswati Puja there. Convention Center at Electronic City is a popular spot during pujas, be it Durga Puja, Saraswati Puja, Lakshmi Puja, or Kali Puja. I think they celebrate everything in a very well planned way. From Bhog to Pushpanjali, everything is very structured here, so we prefer visiting this place. Today, they also organized Hatekhori, a very auspicious and important aspect of Saraswati Puja in Bengali culture. In Hatekhari, a 2 or 3-year-old child is made to sit with the Panditji in front of the goddess Saraswati, and the Panditji will hold the child's hand and will try to attempt to write ABC or Kakhaga, anything basic, making it a first attempt to write something with a chalk and a slate in front of the goddess Saraswati prior they start their journey of education. Tian is very young, but I'm just still keeping my fingers crossed to see if he can attempt it, else we will try it properly next year. And this is how we celebrated Saraswati Puja with Toodle and Tian at the convention center. Thank you for watching.